my tarot card of the month was the Nine of Swords, and that card is all about anxiety and worries and nightmares and anguish. So that's pretty fun for me. I definitely did have all of those factors this month. It hasn't been the smoothest month, I guess. I've been pretty emotional and going through some stuff, whatever. But I'm choosing to focus on more of the good stuff. It wasn't the worst month by far. You know, I've been through a lot worse months. This one was just kind of, you know what I mean. But I'm trying to just stay focused on all the good stuff, and that's what I'll be talking about today in this month recap. Work had been really slow for my boyfriend, so he was home a lot more than he normally is. And that was kind of hard to adapt to just because I'm always working from home, so then having another person's presence, it kind of threw me off my game a little bit. But now he's back to work and he's feeling really happy about that, and hopefully things will be kind of back to normal, I guess. I gave you guys an update about my wisdom teeth in my last month recap, and turns out that update was useless. So I actually went to a specialist this month, and I'm gonna have to get all of them taken out, all four, tops and bottom, and I'm gonna have to be put under for the surgery. So I'm kind of nervous about that. It's gonna be pretty expensive, but hopefully now that my boyfriend's back working regularly, hopefully I'll have some benefits to cover that. Gotta love Canada. What's healthcare? I don't know. I'm a bit nervous about it just because the only other time I had to go through surgery was for my D&C procedure after my miscarriage. So that's definitely gonna mess with my head a little bit. But that's okay, I'll get through it. Not excited about that healing time. That makes me super nervous, but at least I like mashed potatoes, right? So it's not all that bad. I'm hopefully gonna put that off for a couple months though, because I just really don't want to. And you know, my wisdom teeth don't hurt every single day, it's just they have flare-ups, so I'm gonna kind of hopefully wait until school's done, and then it'll be a little easier for me. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, but it's just not fun. But so I am in school now, which is really exciting. It's just like a part-time online thing, but I'm getting my certificate for thanatology, and I just did a little book haul on YouTube here. I apologize for not uploading very frequently this month, but that is why, is because I've been super busy trying to do school stuff and reading all my books, and I'm really just loving it. So this semester I'm only taking 2 classes right now, but I'm way busier than I expected. Like, I'm really glad I didn't try and overdo it. I'm taking Introduction to Thanatology, and I'm doing religious beliefs, traditions, and customs in death. So I've been learning some really cool stuff already just in this first month, and I cannot wait to see where this entire certification takes me, because it's just such a cool topic. It's always been something I've been interested in, and I can't wait to share more about it with you guys as I continue learning and growing in that sense, I guess. I've submitted a couple assignments already, but I've only done 1 quiz, and quizzes make me so nervous. Like, I get so in my own head about the time limit and the fact that it's just usually true or false questions and there's not a lot of wiggle room to explain your answer. That always throws me off. But I got 85% on my first quiz, and I really wasn't mad about that because I was so nervous. And then when I was looking at the answers that I got wrong, one of them was just a silly mistake and I should have gotten it right. And then the other 2, it was just super confusing wording, and like, it was fine. You know, I'm not expecting to be 100% perfect, so 85% for my first quiz was pretty exciting for me. I don't know. Hopefully I continue doing good because I really love it. On my website, I finally updated it, and I hope you guys have checked it out because it's a lot of work to try and, you know, maintain my own website. I know it's not perfect, but it's just supposed to be easier for you guys to see all my platforms that I'm on and to be able to, you know, order signed photos and stuff like that. And actually someone gave me this really good idea to do like body paintings, and I'm hoping to sell those soon as well. I don't have any of that set up yet, but that is my next goal for my website, and that'll be really cool. On Sweeky, the site that I sell my worn items on, you can actually add a signed physical photo to your order now. That's something that I've made available if you're interested. I know a couple people have asked me for that, so it's finally all coming into play. It's all happening. So I'm pretty excited about that. It took a lot of work, a lot more work than you'd think, just to like print a photo and sign it. That sounds so easy. No, not when I don't own a photo printer and I have to travel and I have to figure out the measurements and this, that, whatever. But I figured it out for you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys like that, I guess. I got a bunch of new kimonos. If you know me, I'm sure you've seen that I have a whole collection of kimonos. I love them. They're so comfortable and sexy. And I also got a bunch of new stockings as well. So those are all very exciting. I did a kimono try on many vids with my new kimonos, and some of the stockings I did list for sale, just the colors that didn't really match with some of the lingerie that I have. But I'm really excited to have new ones because having a matching pair of stockings really just takes your lingerie up a whole nother level, if you ask my opinion. So I can't wait to show off some of those for you guys. I hung out with one of my friends this month, and she has been going through a breakup, so that's been kind of rough for her. But I got her to watch that movie Midsommar. It's actually one of my favorites. It's a horror movie, but it's really like bright and like beautiful to watch, honestly. There's something about it. I've watched it probably 6+ times. If you haven't seen it, you definitely should watch it because I would 100% recommend it. And then we also went thrifting. That is where I found one of the kimonos. And it was actually on sale for Mother's Day, so it was like, I got to treat myself a little bit with that. I didn't get enough stuff from that haul to do like a video showing you guys everything, but I was pretty happy with what I got. You'll see it come up in my videos and whatever, if you're attentive, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, because Mother's Day was this month, I hung out with my own mom and we had a movie day, and I don't usually watch like new stuff. Like, stuff interests me, but I never get around to watching it. So she took the responsibility and she showed me Saltburn. So I finally watched that. It definitely like surprised me a little bit with the plot twist, but the vibes that I was picking up through the whole movie, I was like, this guy's a creep, he's a weirdo. I don't really understand what all the hype was around it personally. I didn't like love it all that much, but it was entertaining. And actually the scene at the dining table when someone is being taken away, if you've watched it, you know what I mean. I just don't want to spoil it. I thought that was a beautiful scene at that table when they were all trying to be distracted and whatever and live their normal life, and it's just, that was so crazy to me. I thought that was so cool. But that was probably the only remarkable part of that movie in my opinion. And then on a different kind of note, the other movie that we watched was Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. And that one's kind of like a cute little like coming of age kind of girly family sort of movie, and it was really good. I actually read that book when I was going through puberty, and it still has so much meaning and impact behind it. And that was a really, really good movie. For my own Mother's Day celebrations, my boyfriend made me breakfast and we went to a buffet for dinner. And we actually went and saw the movie Tarot, and that was really good. I was a little worried it was going to be kind of offensive considering I believe in tarot and I do all that stuff, but the way that they played with the spirituality and played with the cards and like the approach that they took with it was just really, really cool. And I appreciated it. It was actually a really fun movie. Oh, and I guess the last thing I did for Mother's Day was that I made my own mom some bialys, and those are just so delicious. It was my first time trying to make them, and they turned out pretty good, so I'll have to do more of those in the future. I haven't been doing so much like sourdough baking lately just because I have been so busy. I can't focus on my time on that anymore. And if you do sourdough, you know that it's quite demanding with rise times and feeding times and stuff like that. So I've just got it tucked in my fridge right now. But this month I made my first ever sandwich loaf, and that turned out really, really good. I made cookies, brownies, bagels, pretzels, and tortillas as well. So not bad. It's just not as much as I would like to. We had to buy store-bought hamburger buns. That's okay, just for now, until I'm kind of done school and I can get back on my feet with all the housewife stuff. Last month, I stole my parents' KitchenAid mixer. They told me I could have it. They have a new replacement already. But then I also got a bunch of attachments for it, which I'm so excited to use. I have the spaghetti and fettuccine pasta attachments. I also got the ice cream maker attachment, the like meat grinder thing attachment, and like a shredder grater type situation attachment. So really, really cool. I got those for free. My aunt had them and she just never touched them, so she gave them to me, and I'm so excited to use them because I will use them. I've been really wanting to try making my own pasta, so we'll see how that goes. One of my boyfriend's friends actually had a housewarming party. Last month recap, I told you guys that we were helping them move and everything. So then this month they invited us over, and it was just like a housewarming party. They had like the UFC fight going and stuff like that, so that was fun. And I made them their favorite potato salad as a gift, of course. And then they also commissioned me to make 2 baguettes. It was literally only like $2, but that's a pretty big deal if you ask me, because now I'm officially a baker. I've been paid for my product, so that's really cool. And then with that same friend and that friend's girlfriend, we did Victoria Day fireworks, and that was really kind of crazy because we bought a bunch and we were setting off a bunch and then we ran out, but the crowd was cheering us on like crazy. So then of course the guys were like, we gotta explode more stuff, of course, as you do. But it was getting a little late, and there's a lot of restrictions around fireworks here in Canada. It's pretty much illegal, so you have to kind of push your luck. So we were setting them off in like a public park with a bunch of other people around us, but when we came back, it was only us who were setting them off, and it was like, that was kind of concerning. We kind of knew something was up because everyone was still standing around. No one was setting off any more fireworks. So we started setting them up, and we lit one off. It was a big one. And then, boom, headlights. A cop was like shining his high beams on us, and it was like, shit. We were still setting them off before the time limit of the night, the curfew, but he was not happy, I guess, because, you know, as a cop, if he sees it happening, he's got to stop it because it's the law, whatever. And then his friend, my boyfriend's friend, decided to light off another firework as this cop was literally walking towards us with his flashlight out, and that firework literally, one went boom into the forest line and exploded, thankfully no fires. One went into the crowd that was behind us and exploded in the crowd. Everyone scattered, thankfully no one was hurt. And then another one went right for the cop and exploded, and it was like, it was so scary. It was really fun and really funny, but I was just like in shock that that just happened, and I'm so glad we didn't get in any more trouble because of that. The cop was actually kind of cool. He didn't let us set off our last box of fireworks. He said, no, it's a safety hazard, but at least we didn't get arrested or charged. And then my last thing to talk about in this month recap is the weekends, because we always try and go up north for our weekends. And we did a lot of tree planting and gardening, which is always so fun. We always try and do a bunch of that when we're up there. It's good for the soul. And oh my god, my boyfriend's mom was mowing the lawn and she ran over a snake and it was all torn up and it had eggs inside of it. It was actually quite sad. It was just a garter snake, and we've got tons of those up there. But then we ended up sacrificing it to the birds in the driveway. Kind of morbid, but you know, it's nature, it's life. I hate mowing the grass for that exact reason, but no one wants to listen to me. Mostly because they want it to be habitable. If we didn't cut the grass, we would get so many bug bites and probably get Lyme disease, but whatever. Another fun instance though actually is that we've got this massive forest on the property, and we heard these coyotes. We heard a big pack of coyotes, and I was getting a bit scared because it was late at night and we were being really quiet, and I was like, I don't want them to come out of the woods if they don't know we're here or what's up. Like, it's just not a risk I wanted to take, right? And then my boyfriend started throwing some rocks to try and scare them in the other direction so they would just kind of leave us alone. And then he got his flashlight out and I heard a crack right beside us. He turns it and then a little bunny popped out, and it was so funny and it was so cute. And then we were like, oh my god, did we just save that bunny from a pack of coyotes? I don't know, maybe. And then after that incident, he was inspired and decided to get a pair of binoculars that are really, really cool, and they've got like awesome night vision, so that'll be really fun to try that out because we like watching the birds and the wildlife and stuff up there. And of course, when we're up there, we're always having bonfires, and his grandfather actually bought a new like mattress, so we had a mattress bonfire. Oh my god, it was disgusting. All of the plastic and the springs and everything that went everywhere, it was so gross. But the fire itself was really big and really nice, so you win some, you lose some. And we also went to the gym just for like a one-time trial thing, just for fun, with my boyfriend's mom, and I actually really liked it. I'll be honest, I get a little self-conscious in the gym just because I'm not super like toned and fit. Like I think I look okay, but I'm not super muscular, right? I'm not strong. So I get a bit self-conscious going to the gym, but it was really fun just kind of playing on all the equipment and letting myself have a good time and do what I wanted to do. And just moving my body felt good, and it's healthy, right? So that was fun. My boyfriend's mom actually just got a new car as well, so we met up with her and she was driving us around in her new car, and that was really cool. It's definitely an upgrade from what she had. And then we ended up just going for a little fishing day trip that day as well, because we were like, we might as well. Why are we just here driving around? We should go and do something. So we decided to go fishing, and it was kind of awkward because there ended up being a whole public event happening in that park, but we were just fishing off a little bridge into a stream. We caught a fish. Well, my boyfriend caught a fish, and it was just like a little guy. I think it was a bass, like a baby bass. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but he let a kid beside him hold it, and like the kid was like so shocked, and like I don't know, it was just super fun. We just threw the fish back in the water after, but that was our first like successful fishing attempt together, I guess. So that was fun. But actually, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's pretty healed now, but when we were trying to find a spot to fish in that stream, there was this tree that had fallen over the water, and I was just being a little monkey, and I was crawling all on it and climbing on it, whatever, and it was really nice. It was cute. But then when I was trying to get down, I was being so cautious, and I was crouched carefully, and I popped up, boom, smashed my head on a branch. Immediately I'm back on the ground. I literally bounced because I hit my head so hard, and it was not good. It was a massive goose egg, and it hurt a lot. And I still have this little scratch here, so it's pretty brutal. It felt just ridiculous, actually. I couldn't believe that I had just done that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my month recap, and I can't wait to talk to you guys next month and let you know what all I get up to with school and a million other things. The nice weather is always great. Hopefully going to the beach. I'll let you guys know. Comment down below how your month was, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye!